Make the motion pending confirmation of police usage. You know what I mean? I can't put an officer in a, not a police rated vehicle, I can't do it. You saw a video of this thing?
Yes,
What color were the lights?
blue,
Blue. Not red. No
all
red.
blue, all blue, not one red light on the car.
They had been using it as a police vehicle then.
Mm-hmm.
Got a partition in it?
Yes, it does.
Well, that's,
Okay, make
used
the
it as a
motion
police
pending.
vehicle in West Virginia.
It's blue.
It's not drive attention. So maybe they got rid of it because it was an SSV, they got.
Maybe
caught.
Chrysler, labels theirs differently. Special service vehicle, I don't know, severe service vehicle, I don't know. But I think you need to get that
Yeah,
looked
it has to be
into.
rated for that.
Huh?
It has to be rated for that.
It's gotta be police rated or we can't. So make the motion pending on,
Purchase of a 2017 Dodge Durango SSV, all-wheel drive, Silent Lights, prisoner partition, Bluetooth backup camera, pending approval of SSV designation for police use.
you paid for it, they are.
I'm hearing what price.
VIN number, do you need the VIN number, Courtney?
No, I need the purchase, the sales place and the price.
The sales place?
Asia Motors.
Asia Motors. 2300 North Manheim Road, Melrose Park, Illinois, 60164. For a, purchase cost of $31,795 plus $1,000 delivery fee. Anything else?
I think we covered it,
Did you verify the police unit reps?
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, that was the motion.
yeah.
You wanna take a look at it?
Yeah.
I have the video of it. Oh,
We're good.
okay.
The vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay, that's done. All right.
One thing I would like to comment, I don't know, maybe later on down the road, if this vehicle does come in, once you get acclimated to the department, I don't know if we need an undercover vehicle. It should be marked that,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about undercover, I don't know that we need one.
at this point in time, at this point in time,
No, right now.
no,
Let's get officers on the street and then we'll,
right?
then mark cars and we'll figure out the rest of it later. But right now, that's my concern, is getting officers in some vehicles that are
Yes.
safe on the street. Okay, we're gonna pass on the Ford, is that the thought?
Yeah, let's-
Okay. Pass on the Ford.
And I have two other requests. They're minor ones.
You got a stocking?
I'll bring donuts. And, last month I asked for some crime scene kits, I gave you guys, from Evident, right now there is no crime scene processing unit for the Champion Police Department. I believe that's a major liability because if an incident happens, and if it's not of one that we're going to call BCI in for, which I don't envision, we're gonna need our own kits. I gave one for $2,928, which would also just be various office supplies from Evident, which includes crime scene kit for a supervisor vehicle, one for the station, and then one's to collect. Now, again, I know that's a lot of money, $2,900, you think, for plastic bags and stuff, but these are also certified for everything from trace evidence to DNA evidence, fibers, everything from, they can be used, everything from traffic crashes to homicides. I've dealt with Evident for almost 20 years of my career, and I've never seen anybody that can touch their prices. Generally, they're the standard for where we buy. There's a list, I gave you in today's packet of all the items that we desperately need. And then one additional request was from Youngstown Red Diamonds uniforms for the purchase of 4 shackles and 4 sets of handcuffs. We currently only have 1 set of shackles in the station, and if we have to transport anybody, it's not gonna be sufficient, nor, we also need some for our prisoner bench that we had made, free. So we need shackles for that. That price came at $367.92 for 8 total.
Larry, do you have anything as far as, equipment, as far as, flares, first aid kits, road spikes? I don't think any of our officers, except maybe Brian, may have that in their vehicle.
So we've just currently updated all of our vehicle inventory. You'll be glad to know that we now are working on complete first aid kits for free. The fire department is working with us through university hospitals. We were able to get Narcan for our vehicles, free. Each vehicle also is equipped with at least 1 tourniquet for free, and to include several replacements. With that, we did receive a supply of 100 fusees for the back, 100 fusees, road flares,
Oh,
for the use in our patrol cars. So every patrol car now is equipped with at least 5 fusees. The only other additional equipment later on, and I didn't wanna keep looking, gift horse, but, obviously is roadside spikes. But, I'm still trying to get.
Kinda dead.
Yeah.
do you have, reflective signs you can put out, like little triangles or something for?
Each vehicle has 3 cones there, traffic cones, along with those roadside flares.
No reflective,
No signs, there's no room.
the little tiny ones that you'd put out, just the cones are reflective enough, you feel? And the other thing is, can you check and see what a breathalyzer would cost? I don't know as far as it's repairable.
There is a company in Ashland. I have not had time yet to get on that task. That is on my task. I've been told that breathalyzer basically is outdated anyways. They moved on to the intoxilizer. And we probably in the future have to deal with the Ohio Department of Health to get one.
Can you check on that, please?
I am checking on that. Is on my to-do list, yes, sir.
Thank you.
The other one has been boxed up, and I'm just waiting to find out if we're supposed to ship it back or what the proper procedures for that machine is.
And the other thing was, we talked about notaries. Do you need a couple notaries? Should you guys be notarized, get notary license?
I have talked to our guys, and I know we talked about it with the potential other clerk or whatever. I didn't wanna step over everybody's toes on that one.
Well, it might be a while before we get a secretary or something there, but you'll be needing notaries for your,
I know we've been using Miss Bloom over at Hardy Banks quite a bit.
Okay, you wanna do the leg irons and stuff? That's the total 29. So for the leg irons and handcuffs, $367.92. We need a motion for that. Thank you for having that. You wanna do the admin thing? That's not what we included in the resolution for ARP. Okay.
I'm gonna break this out one at a time for that.
What is it done? You got every item?
On that resolution, I think it's gonna be broke out on each piece, doesn't it?
Unless you wanna just do a set dollar amount to the police fund for revenue loss and then,
Put it back.
yeah.
What's the better way?
Either way is acceptable.
steak at Pizza Hut's Rock. Motion to purchase crime scene kits, evidence collection kits, evidence bags, evidence envelopes, evidence paper, and evidence dispenser from a company called Evident, 739 Brooks Mill Road, Union Hall, Virginia, 24176, in the amount of $2,928.
To be paid for through ARP, funds through the loss of funds.
Paid for our funds, or just gonna do revenue loss?
Well, that,
Wait, and if you're gonna use, you have to do the other motion anyway, this just authorizes the purchase.
okay. So,
Second,
Vote.
yes.
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 Thank you.
Tasers, Larry, since we got you, what, short one or two,
We're short 2.
and the price of those are?
Approximately 1,100, I'm waiting back. I found some literature going through Chief White's old files where he was able to procure them a little bit cheaper, so I haven't got the final numbers on those yet.
If you bring those to us, I think that's something that you guys,
If he wants to do the lane iron and stuff about it, ARP, do I need a motion for that?
Just do a big dollar amount.
Okay. So I don't need for that, just give him permission.
Yeah. It's within
You wanna
his
give him
limit.
permission for that?
Yeah. So
Alright, Bill, you okay with the leg irons and handcuffs from Red Diamond?
yeah.
You don't need a motion for the leg irons and the handcuffs?
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead and get them.
As long as they stay at the station.
Two of them will be at the station, yes.
And the other two?
They will be
To my
ready for
left.
court. Like today, we had court transport, we needed leg irons, so. And then the last 2 things, if I can't, without being too long-winded, I know Mr. Dempsey here is really looking forward to speaking, but, I met with Peggy Mercer from Warren Muni Court, who is our jurisdiction. They are going to be transferring over to the e-citation process, which means basically we won't be giving out any more paper citations. That'll all be done electronically. The only paper will be one that is printed from the car. So now we're going to be incurring costs. I expressed my dismay with that, and she promised that she would seek a grant to get us printers, or the court themselves would pay for that. We were assured that today. So that is in the future, coming down the road. It's gotta be enforced on us. I don't think we really have a choice. Juvenile-wise, we'll still be having to use paper citations. And then again, the only other thing I have left is the building inventory that we've updated. In the back of your packets is a list of stuff that we need to move to storage and possibly put on govdeal.com. Most of them aren't, I don't believe, worth a paperweight, but who knows? Thank you.
Tell them no.
All right. Are you done?
Yes.
He's new, so he's trying to get the department up to speed, so, we'll give him a bit of a break. I also need a motion here to place the 2010 Ford Crown Victoria and declare it worthless on Gov Deals. It started at 500.
Yeah. All right.
Is there anything that you think that we may need off of that Crown Vic, Larry, because we have one Crown Vic left,
I
and they don't make them no more.
I was hoping to steal the fenders off of it because the one we have, both fenders are rotted. But it's not gonna match up the decals. I don't think it's gonna cost us even more money. So then I looked through the back and it's the same cage system, same light bar. The radio is outdated, obviously. Those radios are no good in it, so I can't imagine anything other than something minor, some fuses or something. Again, I tried for 35 minutes today, trying to jump start it to get it running, just to see what mileage, and it was dead. So I'm sure the chipmunks have gotten to the alarm at this point.
Added to that motion, identified by unit 51.
Yes. And I have the VIN number if you would need that.
And you cannot sell that with the radios and stuff in it, they gotta come out.
And the leg bar, we've talked about just, I'm gonna do it myself if I have to, save money.
So moved.
Second, excuse me, second,
Doug?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so when this sells, we're gonna have to get Champion Township off the door.
Yes. All the stickers will be removed.
What's that?
Any police stickers will get everything off of that, there won't be anything on it.
Okay. You have anything else tonight, Larry?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Do you guys have anything else tonight for later? We're gonna be here till 3 in the morning, boys.
It's all about me.
That's for sure.
Sorry.
All right, thank you. Time to go home? Chief Dempsey.
First, was there a minimum on that, Crown bid? I'll show Larry how to do it.
500 is a minimum.
That's the minimum? Alright. Last month we responded to 178 alarms, 159 of those being EMS, 19 of those fire related. We had 26 consecutive calls. Total calls for the year is 1,788. We've had 298 consecutive calls. Nothing to report personnel wise. We did 2 inspections, 2 CPR classes held at the station, and we installed 6 smoke alarms. We're still waiting for the light bar for tanker 21 that was ordered a couple months ago. I called Jake yesterday and he said he's just waiting. We had 8 hours of EMS training, and that was under pediatrics. University Hospital is now coming out 3 times a week, or 3 times, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the 3rd week of every month to do our training. We had 12 hours of fire training offered, and that covered chimney fires. We went over the Folsom Street apartments. The second page you'll see is ARP fund requests. First one is the Tahoe that he was trying to steal from me from Banks. That's
Appropriate. It's appropriations.
the 2019 Tahoe, $39,650 is what Russ gave me tonight. It's got 32,000 miles on it. 4-wheel drive, has towing capabilities to pull the brush unit, which the Chief's car now does not have. The upfit, equipment, decal is about $10,000, so I'm asking for $50,000 for the total project, not to exceed 50. I looked at Midway, Greenwood, and Woolham's. I found a 2020 with 56,000 miles for $47,800, a 2017 with 58,000 miles for $43,900, and Woolham's, they had a 2019 for it had 63,000 miles for $46,900. So I mean, and we know the previous owner of this vehicle, not a bad guy, kept up with all the service.
Should've just donated that thing to him.
Yeah.
Slightly smoked.
Slightly smoked. And that comes with a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty. Secondly, I'd like to request $12,735 for the Marks vehicle repeaters that provide coverage in the big box type locations where we currently don't get radio coverage. Like today, we had a smoke investigation at Save-A-Lot. We got in the back of that building and I couldn't get on the radio. You know, luckily it was just a burned up microwave, but you know, we're in those buildings a lot, you know. And then third, there's, I want to replace the other gas powered fan. We replaced one already, $5,596. Got to purchase the fan, a stream mister for firefighter rehab, and a ventilation kit for saw, battery powered saw. And then today, they brought to my attention that MES Fire Equipment has personal thermal imators. Total cost would be $5,590, and that would be so every firefighter that's on the truck will have access to a thermal imager. And actually, that $5,590, that's for 8 thermal imaters.
How many thermal images do we have now?
One, and that's, the OIC takes that when he gets out of the truck, so.
Who takes it?
Yeah, the officer in charge.
So we go from 1 to 9? Have you seen these yet?
Yeah.
You've held them?
It's pretty impressive from when I first started. I mean, you got them out of a suitcase basically then, to where we're at now technology wise.
Yes. What's everybody's thoughts on this ARP wish list?
This is my concern. The Tahoe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that would just be essentially the chief's car and command vehicle. I guess my first question is, do we need a vehicle of that stature for that service?
Well, the only problem is, like, so if our pickup truck's out of service or at Geauga getting drug boxes or something like that, we don't have any other vehicle to pull our shit in. You know, so, say the pickup truck's out of service, I can take that back, they can have that, you know, until that comes back, so we still have that capability. I think that keep up with the wear and tear, I think that those vehicles last longer than a smaller vehicle.
I understand the marks, repeaters, I think that's top priority.
It's a safety concern, probably outranks a Tahoe.
The electric positive pressure fans, screen mister, vent conversion kit. We have nothing, are these replacing anything, or?
This will replace the gas-powered, fan that we currently have now.
Okay.
This is probably half the size and half the weight of the gas-powered one.
Why does it allow use of battery-powered saws? Did you use battery-powered saws now?
Well, for the ventilation kit, we put the ventilation kit, it has a different chain and a different bar on a recurring battery saw. Right now, we can use it basically for Tuesday. So if we put that conversion kit on that saw, we're able to use it for ventilation also.
Say that again.
So right now, we have a battery powered saw, okay? With this conversion kit, it's a different bar, and that's a bullet chain. Bullet chain, so it goes through nails and roofing and stuff like that
On the saw.
on the saw. Correct.
What's that got to do with the fence?
That's included in with all that. The fan, the Mr. Independent conversion kit.
So the 5596 is not just for a fan.
No, that's for all three of those.
I got you. What's a street mister?
Set up for rehab. Attach a garden goes to the mister, I guess, and it goes in front of the fan, so firemen get hot.
Like a swamp pool?
Pass over, yeah, kind of.
layman's terms.
Yeah,
What big is that thing?
it just goes up around the front of the fan, so sit next to it.
Rex, I kinda like your train of thought here. These below items are more important than, replacing the, 2013 Diversity this time.
I'm in favor of the repeaters.
Sorry?
I'm in favor of the repeaters. I think it's something that has to happen now.
Now, Larry, those, do you have repeaters?
I'm sorry?
Do you have repeaters? You don't even have, you just have portables, don't you?
They just have portables, so there's no repeaters in the car. That's what Chief Dempsey and I talked about. We're trying to work on a mark system itself. Also to integrate with the schools. You know, I've talked to Mr. Grabowski about doing some things here at the school, bringing some of that. I know he has talked about putting the repeaters here and, in the cars, so just trying to work together.
Will we get a better deal if we, did it all at one time?
Can.
Didn't we have a bunch of them